Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. I wanted to do a bridal look for the upcoming wedding season, something really glowy and just soft and feminine, and this is what I came up with. So if you're interested in learning how to get this look, just keep watching. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have really prepped your skin, and I noticed that I hadn't fixed my nail polish, which I meant to do, so I'm really sorry, but you know, when you have kids and you're just really busy, it gets away from you, so I apologize. Anyway, so you want to make sure that you've really prepped your skin. A clean surface, a really clean primed surface is essential for a really great makeup look on your special day. So I have primed my eyes, and I'm just going to set the primer on my eyes with some you can use whatever you want, some face powder, translucent powder, whatever it is. Just make sure that your eyes are set so that they're not wet or tacky, and the eyeshadows will glide on smoothly. So we're going to go in with a transition color right now. I'm using my Smashbox Art Love Color Masterclass palette, and I'm picking up the colors Naked and Custard, which are kind of a nudie pink and a really soft burnt orange kind of color. And I'm just taking a really fluffy brush and I'm applying that into the crease area, really just dusting it on, sweeping back and forth just to create that transition color. And then I'm taking a smudger brush and the color Nutmeg, which is a gorgeous bronzy, goldy, kind of shimmery, just slightly shimmery color. And I'm applying that on the outer half of my eyelid, kind of concentrating it in a slight point, but not really. You want it to be nice and soft, and then just dragging it towards the inner half of your eyelid, just really blending it in. And then there I took the color Glow and the color Shimmer, which are both kind of highlighters in the palette, but I really wanted it to be nice and shimmery on the lid, so I applied that in the inner half of the lid and then smudged in that Nutmeg color once again, just blending it, making sure that it went cohesively and it was smooth and it just blended into each other. You just want to go back and forth with that Nutmeg color, adding more as you go, just to make it really smooth and just soft. You want your makeup to be soft. I mean, of course, if you have like a themed wedding or something like that, you could definitely do heavier makeup, or if you just like heavier makeup, you could totally do that. But I feel like for weddings, you just want your makeup to look soft and pretty and feminine and just like that you're glowing. You don't really want to make your eyes too heavy. Then I'm going over with my fluffy brush one more time and just making sure I'm blending right across the whole eyelid so that there's no seams and it is smooth. So now we're going to prep the face. I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I did prime my face with Benefit Porefessional in the areas that I have larger pores, just to fill those in. So I'm going to apply that Shimmering Skin Perfector all over my face to just kind of give a glow from within. And then I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection in 200 Soft Beige, and I'm using the Quo Total Perfection foundation in the color Vellum. So I'm just applying that to my face with my foundation brush by Real Techniques, and then I'm going to stipple it on my face with my wet blending sponge just to kind of pick up any excess product and make a really smooth canvas for the face. Now I'm just doing some color correcting using a coral color underneath my eyes. You know, when you are doing your makeup for your special day, you really don't want to have any darkness underneath your eyes. You want to try and brighten it up as much as possible. And then just go over the sides of your mouth. You might have a little bit of darkness, and you just want to blend those out with the damp blending sponge. And then we're going to go over those with some concealer, and I am using the Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Neutralizer, and I really like this one. It's really brightening, but it's not too heavy. I think it's a really great concealer. Everybody raves about it, and I've seen the light and I just think it's so wonderful. So I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes and kind of up onto the sides of my nose, which gives them the illusion of a contour. I am going to contour my nose anyways, but that's just a trick. And then I'm going to do down the middle of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and the sides of my mouth and nose, and down in the middle of my chin. So then you're just going to go in with your wet sponge and blend away, just making it really smooth and seamless and flawless. And you just want to look, you know, like I said, you just want to look glowy and pretty and healthy and like you're happy to be getting married. So For this look, I have an oily face. I tend to get oily in certain areas, and from personal experience, you definitely don't want to get oily on your wedding day. So I decided to bake some parts of my face, specifically under my eyes, because I don't want any creasing, and then the middle of my forehead, my chin, and I'm going to do the lower halves of the sides of my face, because I tend to rest my hands a lot on the sides of my face. Like, I rest my face on my hands, or or if you're hugging people, you don't want that makeup to rub off. It's just, you just don't want that. So what I'm doing is taking a makeup cosmetic wedge, and I'm just dipping it into my translucent powder and just really packing it on in those areas. Underneath your eyes, you want to make sure you've blended out any of the creasing that has happened before you put on this powder, because once you put the powder, it will set those creases in, and you don't want that. So just blend those out first, and then very quickly put in this powder, and just like I said, you really want to pack it on, and you're just going to let it sit. And it's going to, the heat from your face, isn't that such a lovely face? The heat from your face is going to interact with the powder and the makeup, and it's just going to keep it on, and it is going to it's going to do wonders. That makeup is not going to move. So now we're moving on to brows, and I've done this the same way before. You've seen it before. I'm just using my dip brow in ash brown, and I'm just going to fill those puppies in, and it does take a little bit of time, so I have sped this part up because, we all have our ways of doing our eyebrows, and if you wanted to do them softer, you could do that, but I always like a fierce brow, so that's how I did them. And then I'm just going to clean up the brows because, you can mess up sometimes. And I'm sure you will be having, most likely you'll be having somebody else do your makeup for you. But in case you just, you don't want to spend the money on that, or you just prefer to do it yourself, these are just some of the things that I would do for a client if I was doing their makeup for them, or if I were to get married again. This is what I would do, because my makeup was very simple when I got married. So we're just going to clean up the eyebrows with some concealer and a flat synthetic haired brush, and we're just going to go around the brows just to clean up the lines and make them a little bit sharper. I did mess up a little bit on this brow, so this is just a nice way to clean them up, fix them, and then you just want to blend out that concealer. And then we're going to go in and contour. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to contour my face with the Real Techniques contouring brush. And the way I put that translucent powder, it left me the perfect placement for my contour, which I kind of did on purpose. So you just want to go kind of from the top of your ear to the edge of your mouth, but obviously not attaching it all the way. You don't want a line going from, cutting your face in half. That's just the general direction you want to go, but kind of stop halfway. I think to the end of your eye is good enough, depending on, how long your face is. But I think that's a good place to stop. At the end of your eye is about as far as you need to go, and just blend it upwards and make it really smooth and soft. And then you can go around your hairline and your temples. And if you have a wider face like I do, I should have contoured down the sides of the bottom of my face, but I had that powder on, so I guess I just missed it. But then I'm going to do my jawline and just, hide if you have any extra stuff going on under there that you don't want to see in pictures, or on your special day, then just go ahead and contour that underneath. Just make sure you blend it out. You don't want to have like a stripe underneath your face. Just blend it out down your neck, and when you put on your foundation as well, make sure you blend that down, especially if you have a dress that doesn't have any sleeves, or you're not covering up on top. Make sure you blend down your foundation, just so even if you have the right color, you just want to make sure you just bring it down just in case. So then I'm going ahead and I'm contouring my nose the way I always do, just using a really fluffy brush and going again with that Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have changed up my contouring technique just a little bit. I'm thinking about doing a contouring video on that. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments down below, but I've got a few different videos in mind. I'm definitely going to be doing a product review video because I've gotten a few different products recently, and I would like to share my opinions on them, so look out for that. If you have any other video suggestions, just leave any comments down below. So we're going ahead and wiping away that excess powder with just a big fluffy brush. And as you can see, it's really bright in those areas. And like I said, that makeup is not going to move. It is going to last all night, all day, whatever it is. When you're having your wedding, it is going to last. That makeup is set. And it just really brings forth those parts of your face. So just make sure you remove all of that excess powder and just really blend in that contour so that you don't have that harsh ring around your face and where you've contoured. I guess I should mention that I'm not actually naked. I do have a dress on below the camera. You just can't see it. Anyways, so we're going to go back in with our contour brush and no extra product. We're just going to blend upwards and just, re-intensify that contour. If you brushed it away a little bit from brushing away that translucent powder, you just want to enhance it just a little bit more. And then I'm going back in with the custard color from the Smashbox palette and a little bit of the nutmeg color, which is that bronze shimmery color. And I'm just lining the lash line, the bottom lash line, and I'm kind of connecting it up in a kind of half moon shape up to the top, the sides of my eyelid. And then I'm going in with the detailer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm picking up the Java color, which is a really deep dark brown, and I'm just lining very, very close to the lash line on the outer half of my lower lash line, just to kind of define the eyes a little bit. And then I went ahead and did like a faux eyeliner. I used the Java color and Ebony, which is just a straight matte black, and I mixed those together and just kind of made a slight eyeliner on my top lid. And now I'm applying some false lashes. You can use whatever lashes you want. I am using the Kiss Ever Easy lashes. I can't remember what the number is, but I will list that down below for you guys. And I just like these because they're really wispy and soft, and I think they're very feminine, and you don't want something too harsh and like in your face in your, for your wedding day. You want them to be just soft and feminine and pretty. And then I went over that with the Ebony and Java color once again, just over the lash band, just to hide the band and any glue that you might see. And then I'm lining my lower waterline with the Balm eyeliner pencil in Jack. So then I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm using my flat synthetic brush once again, and I'm going in with the color Alabaster, which is just a really pretty creamy bone color. And then I'm going to apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Manga Voluminous in Blackest Black, and I think this mascara is amazing, though you probably would want to use a waterproof mascara because don't kid yourself, you will be crying. Just letting you know, you will cry. Then I'm going to apply some blush, and I'm just using my Tarte 12 Hour blush in the color Peaceful, which is just a really pretty pink, but it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but because we're using a really intense highlight, it doesn't really matter. It kind of just melts into it, which makes it really, really nice. So on the tops of my cheekbones, I'm using the Trust Fund Beauty That Glow Though cream highlighter, and I'm just applying that with my fingertips, kind of dabbing it onto the tops of my cheekbones and to the highest point of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going over that with a mixture of that cheek, the two cheeks, the glow and shimmer from that Smashbox palette, and also the golden highlight from the NYX illuminating palette. So I'm just using my Luxie tapered highlighting brush to apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, and then I'm using a fan brush to apply that golden color to the highest point of my brow. And then I go in with the tapered blending brush and whatever excess product I have from that Smashbox palette, and I just blend it into the top of my brow bone just to kind of give it more of that pearly color, because it is, as you can see, it's really, really golden right now, and it didn't match the highlight on my cheek. So I just want to kind of blend it in and make it similar. And I feel like the mix of the gold and like the kind of pale gold shimmer and the pink shimmer in the Smashbox palette, those all mixed together, I felt like it really made such a beautiful glow. Like I felt like I was just glowing. I almost felt like an angel, but just kidding. And so then I just went over it with my blush brush and any extra product that I had on there, and then I just kind of blended that in. And then for the lips, I went in with my Trace Baby Blush Stick, and I know you're thinking it's a blush, but I mean, you know, it's multi-purpose. And this is the Bora Bora Coral, and then over that I went over top with my Cream Sheen Glass by MAC in the color Fashion Whim. And you can definitely keep your lips matte for for your wedding if you know you're going to be doing a lot of kissing or you just don't want to have a glossy lip, but I thought that this gloss really made it something extra special. So this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's really beautiful and feminine and soft, and I felt gorgeous. I think this would be perfect for anybody who's having a wedding coming up. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave any comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!